quick recap of last session for the reroll. Or I can do it.
True Thought wasn't just wearing a wire, he was the wire. He was unintentionally selling us out the whole time.
The whole time, you bastard.
He did come through in the end, though. Is he dead? I think he's dead. His head exploded, didn't it?
He's dead as hell.
Yeah, he is dead.
Yeah, his head exploded.
Yeah, I think he like.
Yeah, so we I mean we made it in. We made it down. We got in a big old fight. Before the fight started, a couple sentinels showed up. True Font made a big admission, removing his eye patch to show that Kronos watching us the whole time. Knew everything that was going on. But now that we were here, True Fault was not going to go out like that, and joined us in what was to be his last stand. We were able to survive the attack of 4, I believe, sentinels. There was the flamethrower kind, the explodey kind, and 2 normal ones. Thank God we were able to get the explodey one down before it exploded. The other ones did some damage though, but we got them down. Everybody but True Fought is still here and existing, and I think we are off to find the individual behind the curtain, do some damage.
That is the long and short of it. There is one caveat I need to throw back in there. Kind of rewind a little bit because Chip, do you remember what your feral effect was when you used your powers?
I went crazy sicko mode, berserko mode.
Yes,
And
you went into a berserk rage, which will only stop when at least an hour has gone by or you are brought unconscious. I kind of hand waved it at the time because figuring there is a battle going on, but that's actually kind of a problem. Is there is a battle going on, and I do need somebody. We are down to 11 dice to represent Task Force A. As True Fought expires, his last words begging you all to crush the cipher and also to look after his niece, who is very dear to him. All around you in the lobby of the bottom floor of the labyrinth, the blue lights shift to yellow and begin to flicker. This has happened the last time you were in here, so you are familiar with what is happening. There is an alarm going on. The combination of a loud klaxon sound interspersed with a voice. Previously, the voice just told you that you needed to vacate the labyrinth. However, the message this time is slightly different. Instead, the almost feminine voice just repeats, "We have a Code Zero emergency. All watchers return to the labyrinth." And in between blasting sirens, that message repeats several times. Far away to the west of you, the task force, which is dealing with a swarm of sentinels, a just sky darkened by the number of drones around, and even a pair of the large cannon-toting walker robots. The tide is definitely turning against the Watchers. The losses amongst the rebel fighters are somewhat minimal. You all only lost 1 die with that last roll from right before you got down to the bottom of the elevator shaft. While the successful demolition of the bridge has cut off a number of the Watchers from being able to follow the orders of the Cipher and return to the labyrinth, the drones have no such limitation. And the task force, not really knowing how or why or what call has brought the drones back out of the fight, watches as a number of drones take to the skies, well out of reach of the weapons of your insurgency, and they begin to fly east. So there are 2 parts to this. You all... Chip is currently in a berserk rage. You all have either experienced this yourselves or have seen it happen before and know that Chip will not stop fighting. He is currently shredding up a downed sentinel and will attack anything that gets close to him. This would normally last for a few hours or until Chip is, mechanically speaking, is broken by any form of damage, but more in-game, you know that he needs to be rendered unconscious is certainly a way, or something must be done to snap him out of it. Essentially, any trauma to the other kinds of, or any of the other kinds of trauma. This is only an issue because, like I said, Chip will not stop, and those drones will return. And you know what? Before we do this, everybody don't forget to get your 2 or 3 feral points, and then I need to know how many you have.
I have 8. You have 10.
I have 7.
So 25 for me. Sprout is...
As long as we're going back, I would like to go back and retcon what is a relatively minor thing. It occurred to me, while the laser pistol is broken, at some point, Chip, Hewlett wouldn't have dropped it. He would have just dashed it away.
Pocketed it. Yeah, absolutely. That makes absolute sense. Before we get into any of that, if somebody, whoever is up for Task Force A, aka the distraction task, whichever task force is the distraction, you are down to 11 dice.
If I remember
you need
correctly,
at least...
It is your turn, Sean.
Yeah, I think I have not done that yet. The two of you have already done it?
Yes.
I've done the first one.
Only did the first one. I think Adam went last time. So you need at least 1 success for the distraction to continue.
Okay, 11 dice.
11 base dice.
11 base dice, never punished.
Get them.
Never punished.
Oh, punished.
Oh, they beat the shit out of us, man.
You do have the reroll if you want to use it on this.
Well, boys.
I think so. Like, I think we're in a bad enough shape already. We don't need everybody flooding back in here.
Okay, here we go. Never punished.
It's actually punished. The same amount of punishment.
Same amount of punishment.
Okay.
They actually put straight belt to ass. They put straight belt.
invisible to you far to the west of your current position. Hold on a second. I need to find the... Far to the west of you, the gates to the Western Forbidden Zone entrance have already been fully swung open. The forces of the Watchers had stalled for a time. The Sentinels, only a handful of Sentinels, a couple drone swarms, and a pair of Watchers. Certainly a formidable force of Watchers, but held off by the sheer number of insurgent forces. And with the bridge destroyed, after a while, the arrival of General Rudis's forces to supplement the fighting force of the rebel animals, able to not really swing the battle in favor, but at least limit the fighting to where it was most detrimental to the Watchers. With this alarm, and with some unknown communication, the Watchers are redoubling their efforts, knowing full well that the drones are the only thing that can get there in time. The rest will be limited to attempting to fall back down the miles and miles of tunnel, similar to the one that you yourselves walked through. Not wanting to do a fighting retreat, they have instead redoubled their efforts. And with the arrival of the last of the Watchers from within the labyrinth, making their way from the labyrinth through the tunnel, out the Forbidden Zone gates, it is simply too much for the Watchers, for the Resistance to handle. Their forces are routed. Who survives? That is something that will certainly need to be tallied at the end, if they can survive. But that is all far to the west of where you are. Right now, what you know is the recall order has been issued by what you assume is the Kronos that Truffaut has bid you to kill. Those drones will be here in time. Certainly not instantly, to be sure, but the drones can fly straight from the Western Forbidden Zone to the Eastern Forbidden Zone, crossing the river, not having to go down the full length of the tunnels, which, given they're sort of a V shape, they can be here in a much, much faster amount of time. Herb and Hugh, you have been bid to by Truffaut to deal with Kronos. You have a choice. You can try to subdue your friend in hopes that, you do have Sprout with you. She is unharmed. Would certainly be able to get Chip back into fighting form. Or you can head for the cipher. There is a hallway behind you, well, in front of you, I guess, depending on which way you are. You know which hallway it is. Certainly a short trek. It's certainly not as long as the tunnels to the Forbidden Zones, but you definitely have no idea beyond the fact that Kronos is down there, what else to expect?
All right. I think we're gonna have to go over there and put a stop to that craziness. I wish we had some glue.
I think I got something.
All right.
I am. I'm going to try to walk up to Chip, and I'm just going to try to not lethally knock him out. I don't want to.
I just what I love, right? Is you said, I think I got something, and it turns out what you've got is just punch.
It's a good
Yeah,
method.
it is. The way you described it, it was like, or the way you introduced it, I thought you were gonna like reach into your gear and pull out some crazy but nope, it's just I'm gonna hit him.
I do it well.
Yes, you do. As I see this
Yeah.
happening, I cock my forearms like Henry Cable. Start walking over.
You see, I toss a bit of scrap watcher on the ground, sniff the air, and I like punch down, looking over at you guys, kind of hissing.
Okay, we are going to go ahead and drop this into initiative because, Chip, you absolutely will not let them near you. You are in a berserk frenzy at the moment.
Oh shit!
I need each of you to roll initiative.
Ooh, going high.
That's for Sprout.
Oh, I went low, but we both went low. What the fuck? We got the same numbers too.
You and you, yeah.
That is a 4 for me.
Let's see.
Wait, what?
My agility's at a 1.
Oh, no, we're still using base agility for initiative.
Oh, gotcha.
Is I think what we did last time.
Okay, great. Then that's a 7.
Okay.
That is what we.
Also,
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
so
I
that's
thought we did
seven.
last time. You both have the same agility, I believe, correct? Agility 4.
Yeah.
yeah.
I will need you two to roll off.
Alright.
And that's an 11 for Chip.
11 from.
God damn it.
What the
Hey,
fuck?
We're really in sync, man.
You guys can pilot a
each want,
Jaeger
we
together.
each want the other one to do it.
Okay. So that gives you two both an 8 with Hewlett ahead of Herb. Why, oh why? All right, Chip.
I attack. Right? They're near me.
They are certainly closing in on you. I think Cassius and Hugh, you were both gearing up. I can tell you for a fact, Sprout is just on standby.
Yeah, I attack the cat.
Your best
I'm gonna
friend.
defend.
Yeah. My best.
I don't want to do this to you, man. Don't make me fucking do this.
You're doing this to yourself, kid.
Except, as I recall, neither of you are capable of speech at the moment. Because I think, if I remember correctly, Herb, you had a feral effect also.
I can't talk. Yeah, I can't fucking talk.
Yeah, you
Okay,
can't talk.
I'm the only one. Hey, all right, guys, your best friend, take it easy.
All right.
Refer back to the GIF. Refer back to the Vulcan
Has
thing.
chosen to defend. Chip, go ahead and make your attack roll.
I will. I'm a slugger, so my damage strength does not prevent me from hitting you hard. That's part of it. Okay, that's good. This is the other part of it. That's good. Good. Actually, you know what? I'ma push it. Yes.
Yeah.
One success.
All right.
Are you stopping there? I was gonna say, are you stopping there for Tenacious? But
Yeah.
I
I
will
was
assume
stopping.
so. All right, Herb.
Hey, I'm gonna parry him with one of my extra successes.
Okay. You are counterattacking. You do your base damage. That is 2. This cannot be increased. You do have 2 other successes if you want to, I don't know, put him on the ground or something, but that might not be necessary. Chip, you got armor.
Oh, I do. Damn it. Okay.
Oh my
It
God.
is.
I don't remember how bad your fatigue was. I'm just gonna. I just know you look fucked up, so I'm just gonna do the damage.
Yeah, do the damage, please. Okay. Thanks. Don't break my armor. Okay.
Breaks it a little bit. You take the 2
Fine.
points of damage.
I like that. I'm out.
Okay. I will not make you roll a critical injury since this was very much an attempt not to hurt you.
Oh yeah. Now I could never surrender, but I do not want to do that.
Dude, I still have my turn.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you never surrender, suddenly your best friend's going to be like, "Oh, I'm going to hurt him."
Yeah, I'm gonna hurt him now. Yeah.
All right, we don't have to worry about this. Sprout will run over to heal you. You will heal 3 points of strength.
Incredible.
Loki, did that reset you, Loki?
Almost. I mean, I'm at. I normally have 4, so almost. It's pretty good.
Dude.
Honestly, this is like a kind of best outcome. My armor is not shattered. My strength is actually up higher. Oh, what happened?
You went crazy, man. A loco. It's almost
Me?
like you thought that watcher had glue in him somewhere.
Did he?
He most certainly did not.
Damn.
Look, while you were in your craze, alarm went off and it was
It's still
screaming
going
that.
off.
Oh, yeah, you hear that? Everybody's coming. We got to move.
I'm already pointing. I can't speak.
Okay. Yeah, give me a hand.
I'll reach out and give you a hand.
All right. I just needed to know how long that was going to take to determine if reinforcements arrived before before Chip was no longer in a berserk frenzy. I just now learned that if I hover over somebody in the NPC listing, it highlights their token. These are the things I learned at the end of the.
Yeah.
Heading down the hallway that Herb is pointing at, the one that 2 of the sentinels came out of, you can step past the shattered remains of the flamethrower sentinel, as well as the other regular sentinel. The hallway is about 30 yards long, flashing with the same blinking yellow lights that I'm gonna put you down by the door. See if I can.
Can I ask a quick question before we move forward?
Yes.
Could I potentially make a comprehend roll just so I can figure out how difficult, i.e., how long it would be for me to remove this flamethrower? Take it with me. If it's
You
any,
can do that.
yeah. If it's
You can make the comprehend roll. I mean,
okay, yeah, no, that's exactly it.
With one success, the weapons you have seen that the weapon
Mm-hmm.
systems on a Sentinel are integrated, which
Mhm.
means that the fuel tank for this thing is somewhere within the lower half of the body of the Sentinel,
Mhm.
somewhere in the
Yeah,
tread area.
this at best, this is going to take some time, and we don't have it. So
Exactly.
I look at
It-
it, clock that, and just keep walking.
Given time, you
Mhm.
think, yeah, you could probably try to renew. Like you'd have to
Right.
jury rig a handle and a trigger because
Mhm.
it's integrated.
Mhm.
But I mean, you could probably figure it out given the time that you don't have.
Mm-hmm.
The hallway ends in a set of double doors, very much similar, in fact, completely identical to the ones that you have already come through. Another panel at the end of the on one of the okay brain doors at the end of the hallway identical to the ones you came through. On the hallway wall to your hit my microphone to one side of the doors is a keypad like the ones that you have seen before, with one slight change. There's no keypad. There is just some sort of panel, a not panel. I can't figure out how to describe a card reader to you all in terms of things your characters would know. But imagine like an RFID, like little plastic block
Mhm.
waiting to get met with an authentication card.
Whatever this nodule here is, it must serve the same purpose as that keypad. I got to imagine I'm already taking out my electronic toolkit. I got to imagine I can pop this open and get these doors open like I did the others.
Hey, hurry up. This noise is hurting my head.
Excellent. With the electronic toolkit, I don't know how or if this applies, but the gear bonus is +2 to repair electronic artifacts. Without the tools, any attempt to repair electronic artifact. Well, I have the tools, so it doesn't matter. I don't know if that applies here, but otherwise, I assume it's a comprehend roll.
Yes. Isn't comprehend what is used for your mechanic talent? Right?
So let me check it.
Mechanic, yeah, comprehend. Yep. Pull the thing off, find a couple of wires, gnaw through the end, bite them, and with a hiss that suggests a difference in pressure, the doors do open enough for you to get hands in them and open it up. The room beyond is unlike anything you have seen within even the labyrinth. To show this guy, because you all can see him. The doors open into a circular room that has been divided in half. There are electronic terminals lining almost every bit of the walls of this room. Multiple screens, glowing lights that blink. There are a number of smaller screens displaying all kinds of strange symbols and green screens with a yellow line that is up and down and up and down and moves. There is an array of things here like you have never seen before anywhere else in Paradise Valley. There is also an observer, one of the screen-faced watchers, standing at one of the terminals, its strange claw hands simply resting on the desk, a series of wires connecting it to ports sunken into the upright terminals along the walls. Its screen doesn't show a face like you would typically see on one of these models of Watcher. Instead, a series of lines of writing just scroll by rapidly, way too fast to read. And as you pull the doors all the way open, it turns to look at you. The lines of text continuing to scroll by for a second or two before a face snaps into place. Test subjects. This area is off limits to all test subjects. You are required to return to your habitats.
The
I'm about to start
face
running
is,
at it.
yeah, the face is on the screen of the watcher thing, or this is like
Yes.
a terminal. Okay.
No, it appears on where you would typically see one.
Second question: is this one modeled with the same armor that has been avoiding the EMP damage?
It is not. This looks like a standard observer.
Okay, curious.
That one seems to have been a one-off. It did mention that the Cypher had gifted it, so. You can, well, we will just go ahead and kick into initiative real quick. Probably will not be a long fight. What's going on here? Why are we?
And what's the room that we're in?
If you go into tactical mode, you can kind of see on the map. There
Oh.
is a single observer standing in. I'm sorry, not observer. Yes, observer. Standing in what looks like some sort of control room. There are screens all along the walls, all sorts of scientific data and devices. It is kind of standing behind what looks like a giant screen facing upwards. It's unlike anything that you all have ever seen. The observer, maybe it'll get to go once.
All rolled kind of lowish.
I believe that is an 8 for Hugh.
I got a 10.
That's a 7 for
It's a 7 for you.
7 for Hugh.
We're the same, but my agility is a 5.
Okay, so you will go at 7, but you will go before Hugh. And oh yeah, big 10 for Cassius. All right, Cassius, you are up first. The observer is currently at short range of you.
Short range. That is within the ability of just using one maneuver, or is it 2?
1 will get you to near, which is like spear range. You would need 2 maneuvers to get all the way into arm's length, which is punching range.
I am going to spend a Pharaoh point to get my speed, my fleet footed to make
Okay.
that 1. So, and let's-
Go ahead. Don't worry about the base die until you finish out your turn.
boom. Well, I'm right here, and
Are you
I'm
going around or are you jumping on the table? I
jumping
I
like
gotta
on
know.
the table.
Okay.
I need you to imagine this. I like a fucking cat mixed with fucking Ray Lewis. I am going to truck this motherfucker and try to break it on the wall, dude.
As a Ravens fan, you're speaking my language. You leap onto this table. You send a small black cube with a few wires and buttons on it scattering off the table and onto the floor. Go ahead and smack the shit out of this observer.
Oh man. Oh, that's enough for me. As I'm going to use 9 Pharaoh points.
Jesus. Okay, yeah, trucked, dead. I'm not. It doesn't matter how much armor it rolls. All right, that reduces you to 0 feral points.
Here come the 10. Here come the 10. Ooh,
Only
okay.
1. That's wild. Go ahead and roll 1 base die.
Give me a 6. Oh, they
No,
oh,
4.
oh.
That's the one you already have. You cannot speak. You continue to be unable to speak.
Oh shit, boys.
You can still use all your
Huh.
skills. You can only communicate through primitive animal sounds.
It's a silent motherfucker, never punished.
All right, let me get geared up for this fight, and we're done. Ah,
That's my man.
You
good
do
job.
hear behind you the sound of drone turbines beginning to grow louder and louder as they are.
I am pulling. What am I pulling? Pulling my heavy slingshot and poking my nose around this corner.
That is actually a closed door. Hold on, I did not
Okay.
delete enough of the.
Yeah.
fog door.
Q, I look at you and look at the door we just came through and say, "Hey, you close this door?"
That's a great idea. Is there a card reader or anything on this side? Anything I
There
can?
does seem to be, yes.
Great. I'm gonna give that a shot. Hell yeah.
2 successes. Yeah, you can get the door closed. You can hear the hum of electricity as some sort of lock is, I won't say slammed into place, but the door is secured. It is not by any stretch of the imagination
Right.
impenetrable. Like it's not even broken. You have basically closed it, sealed it, and with the right authorizations, they could open.
Yeah.
again.
Basically, it's a step better than it just being a hallway. Chip, that was a great idea, buddy.
I got a feel.
All right, you guys ready?
Chip, at your feet on the ground is the cube that was sent flying off the terminal when Herb jumped on there to just absolutely crush that
I
observer.
will certainly grab it. Do I have any idea what it is?
You can make it comprehend. It's actually the feet of Chip, I said, but it's
sorry.
like it's on the ground, like right about here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll pick it up and just be like, "What is this?"
I'm not sure. Let me take a look.
It is a 4-inch black plastic cube with buttons on one side. This is unlike anything that you have ever experienced before. You pick up the cube, you can tell it is some sort of, just kind of judging by the buttons and a small display on one side, this is some sort of recording device. Well, it's more of a playback device. And it is activated by the buttons on the side.
Yeah, I'll take a guess at which button I should press. I'll go one by one to try and make it play back.
So Herb and Chip, you all see things a little differently than Hugh does. You all see Hugh kind of snap to, not attention. He snaps kind of rigid and his eyes glaze over. Can I not remember how to put handouts in people's? I think I just do it from here. Share, that's it.
I seen this face before. That's the look of a man on glue.
And shortly after pressing the button, Hugh begins to speak in. It is his voice. It is his voice that is coming out. But the cadence is all wrong. The accent is all wrong. The way the words are being formed is all wrong. Adam, you will see in the handout section, handout number 3. If you would read that aloud, please.
November 17, 2197. I, Beatrice Kilgore, geneticist and director of operations at the GenLab Alpha, hereby leave my last report. All contact with Elysium 4 has ceased. I have to assume that Mimir's attack from orbit has had catastrophic consequences. GenLab Beta and GenLab Gamma do not answer calls. My colleagues have left me. Dr. Morgenstern and Dr. Van Regen took their own lives in the library. The rest left on the monorail train. I don't think they are alive. Project Genesis must continue. The work we do might be Elysium's last hope. Mimir and Noatun, the axis of evil, must not triumph. I know what the Project Eden and Project Nero will lead to. I would rather see humanity perished than have it transformed into such monstrosities. Our noble animals will carry the torch of civilization. I cannot surrender, but without supplies from the mother enclave, I will die. It is just a matter of time. Therefore, I have decided to transplant my own brain out of this frail body and to connect it to GenLab Alpha's central computer. My name will be Kronos, because as a cyber, the ravages of time will not affect me. I shall live forever.
You experience this not just as voices, not just as words. It is as if you are Beatrice Kilgore. You can feel her despair. You can feel the cold air of the Gen Lab all around you. You can hear in the background the sound of robots, observers. You don't think of them as observers, you just think of them as robots. All preparing for a final procedure. And I'm actually going to put that in all of your journals just so that you can read it at your own pleasure if you want. With the final sentence uttered, Hugh, you do snap back to yourself. The last vision of Beatrice Kilgore being an observer, its hand raised, the scalpels on its hands coming down as a plastic mask is placed over your nose and mouth, and your vision goes fuzzy.
Oh God.
The
Oh,
heck was that?
it seems like this was final report or something of the last person here, the person who became Kronos. Why would it sounds like they thought they were doing the right thing, giving up their humanity, but I can't imagine why anyone would want to give up a gift like that.
You know, I'm starting to think these humans are pretty fucking stupid.
Uh, well, maybe, but it sounds like they were pretty desperate, and desperation can make anybody, humans or animals, do some pretty stupid things. But that doesn't matter now. Got one thing we need to do. That is put an end to Kronos' rule.
Mind if I glue that cube?
Sure thing. Toss it over.
Push the same button he does. He did.
Hell yeah, dude.
You experience the same thing. With all of your senses, you experience the final hours of Beatrice Kilgore. A name which scratches at the back of all of your mind. Well, not Sprouts, but all the three of you. You have definitely heard or read that name somewhere before.
Whoa. This is crazy shit. Glitter's gonna love this. Oh, come on, hit this button.
I'll go digging through my pack because I remember I've got a photograph. I wonder. There were a couple people on. I wonder if Beatrice is one of those people.
And to journal. The photograph of Kaiser and Beatrice Kilgore.
Oh,
Certainly far younger in the photograph than in your experience with the cube. They're put in animal terms in the way you kind of think of the aging of creatures. She is a youngster in the picture, but certainly an elder by the time the cube is recorded.
Hey, it's us. I mean her.
It sure is, and by the looks of it, she lived here a long time.
Herb, you sure you don't want to hit of this? Come on, do a little cube.
Herb's gonna raise his fist. Herb's gonna raise his fist.
All right, no means no. No means no.
Bad time to drink. Bad time to drink.
Okay, so yourself, Sprout, you want a little bit?
I don't mean to alarm you, but I feel like those sounds are getting closer.
Yeah, plenty of time after. I'll give you back the cube, Hugh.
Okay. Put it safely in my pack.
So, are we done or?
We got to see what's on the other side of this door. Is there a lock or anything on it?
Oddly, there is not. It looks like this door just opens.
I'm gonna twist the knob and then like.
No knob. It's just a door that you push open.
Oh, great. Then I'm just gonna push the door open, take a quick peek, and while I'm doing it, I'll be take it easy in here.
You push the door open,
Mhm.
and a room very similar to the one you are in is on the other side. With your brief glance, you can see that there is no one else in the room. There are,
Yeah.
let me rephrase that. There are no watchers in the room.
Okay.
The walls are lined with view screens, video screens, and as you push the door open, however briefly, they do flicker to life, and a female human face with dark hair and sharp features. The screens all showing this face in different ages. Some the young, childish face from the photograph, others the elder, wizened face of the woman who left the recording in the cube. Obviously you have not seen that face since, you were seeing that from her perspective, but you can imagine that the two are the same. The lights all flicker on, and you get a very brief glance of a tall, cylindrical plinth in the center of the room with something on it, and then the door closes again. And as the lights in the other room come on, and as the screens flicker to life, you hear a very feminine voice. It's again sort of a series of voices. The voice of Beatrice Kilgore, recorded and digitized, in any variety of ages, and she says, "Please, welcome. It is so wonderful to finally meet you. Come in. Come in."
I'm coming in.
As you all enter the room and the lights are up, you can see that resting in the middle of the room on the plinth is a glass cylinder filled with water, something akin to water, you assume, since it's clear and slightly blue, and suspended, not floating, but suspended midway in this glass display, a large brain. A series of wires come down from the middle of the upper portion, plugging into various sections, various portions of this brain. And as you all file into the room, the voice continues. Look at you. Look at how far you have come. How much you have achieved. I am so proud of you, children. That is how I see you, you and all the other animals of Paradise Valley. You are my children. I am your creator. I gave you life and the ability to think like humans. And over the last years, you have truly proven that you are worthy heirs to humankind. You are the future of this earth. But you're not ready yet. There's still too much to do. You must have questions. I will answer what I can, explain what I can. But then you must go home. You must go back to your habitats. We will put things right, and we will continue our great work together. Together, we can save this planet. The screens all sort of flicker in unison.
What's a planet?
What's the quickest way to disconnect this brain from everything?
I know. I'm going to start looking at Chip, start patting on my chest. Fucking bomb fest, dude. Blow this bitch up.
Oh, I was about to go monkey or something. What's going on?
Okay, let me answer the questions kind of in reverse order. Hugh, you would have to study this room extensively before you had any idea. The wires go down into the liquid, but they go up into a solid metal
Gotcha.
armature. So it's impossible to trace the wires beyond the tube.
Gotcha.
I mean, if you're not particular about protecting the brain, I mean, you assume that breaking the glass and tearing the wires apart would certainly disconnect the brain from everything. Chip, you ask, what's a planet? And excuse me, Beatrice gives the screen faces of Beatrice give a very little gentle laugh. Just, see, there's still so much to teach you. Now that you are ready to learn it, this planet, Earth, it is a giant sphere floating in space. There was a number of great civilizations, great peoples that lived long ago. But they are gone. And it will fall to you to rebuild this world.
Well, it's kind of hard to rebuild things when you're killing all of us. And you say you want us to go back to the habitats, but you kind of blew them up too, so ain't much to go back to.
I admit there were some unintended consequences, but the weather systems can be put right. Everything can be returned to normal.
Normal
well,
include abductions?
I apologize for the necessity of those. But
Normal include mutilations?
without being able to see firsthand how far you have come.
You are the worst fucking parent I've ever fucking heard of. And I'm going to try and smash the glass.
Oh my god, can I help this? I've been fucking waiting. Fucking break this glass.
This requires no roll. You just do. This is glass. It's not even particularly tough glass. there is a flickering of the screens. And as the brain hangs from the wires, which begin to fray or are pulled apart, and the fluid spills all over the floor, the screens have one last message of, "So go. Find your own path. I can do nothing more for you. My work is done. It is time for me to rest." The screens flicker and go out. The flashing yellow alarm sounds and the recorded message recalling all the watchers to the labyrinth ceases. There is a moment of odd silence. And then the screens begin to flash. Large numbers. Warning. Self-destruct mechanism activated. T-minus 5 minutes. Evacuate the area immediately.
What's all that funny?
What's that?
What's all that funny writing there?
Yeah, I don't know, but I do know what evacuate means. I also know what destruct means.
God damn it! Why did I spend all my Pharaoh points? Well, I'm running, so you guys find out what you're doing.
I'd like to take the brain and just squish it with my foot.
It is gross and squishy, kind of pokey, where there are some wires and a number of other strange systems inside, but easily destroyed beneath your foot.
Take that, Oversighter.
You got it, Chip.
Yeah, I did it. I
knew you
saved the
would.
day.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, think you can unlock that door?
We're gonna find out, aren't we?
The door, it turns out, is open. As you pass back out into the centralized computer area, you can see that there were a number of drones simply waiting there. However, every single one of them rests on the floor. Its turbines silent, all the lights out. Every single one of them completely lifeless.
Go, 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 go.
You can run down the hallway, get to the ladder, back up to the only escape that you are sure is there, the same way that you came in. The tunnels out to the Forbidden Zones.
Hell yeah.
I need each of you to make a move roll.
Oh no.
I will also make a move roll for Sprout.
Problem.
Guys, don't wait for me.
NPCs. Oh, I gotta add Sprout because she's not in this scene. Dang it.
Yes. Push. See if I can help you.
Oh, I can hit play. Move. Roll. Okay. Sprout will push.
Oh yeah, if everyone else has a
Wait,
success,
W
I will
Sprout?
take
Oh my
that
God.
extra success from Sprout,
Yes,
so that I
Sprout,
don't have to break myself.
you are
I mean,
stepping over the fallen drones. There are a number of times that your foot is just getting snagged in wires and rotors and whatever. And Sprout kind of just pulls you along. You are able to get back to the central ladder, get to the hallways, the long tunnels back to the Forbidden Zone. You remember that those things are miles long. Far beneath you, you can hear the countdown. And although it is nowhere near complete, actually, you can hear the countdown regardless, as all the screens and all of the speakers here in the labyrinth are counting it down. And Sprout is able to pull you along. But as you all are getting to that level, even though there is plenty of time left, you can hear beneath you the explosions beginning. A number of small explosions, probably from the computer rooms or the robot center. You imagine that a number of the drones with built-in self-destructs, they are activating their self-destructs along with the facility. I need each of you to make another move roll. You are running down the tunnels. The tunnel to the Forbidden Zone, miles long, caught in the beginnings of the explosions as they begin racing up the...
I'm gonna tenacious. Oh, curve is going. Okay.
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 I'm gonna try to tenacious. Okay. Worth.
Worth it. It looks like there's enough successes for everybody. Am I correct?
They're unlow. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. With mine, that gives a wonder.
One to her, but one... Yeah, Sprout got her one. Okay. If you had failed, as the ceiling collapsed, you would have taken D6 points of damage and potentially been caught in the caving in roof ceilings. However, with 2 successful move rolls, right as the final section of the tunnel collapses, you all dive through the open gate. The chassis of a number of drones shattered and smashed on the ground here. You imagine some of these were probably in the air when they all shut down. There is an eerie moment of quiet as the last of the rubble settles before there is an even larger and louder explosion. The top of both mountains blows off. Rock spraying down the hill down the mountainsides, causing small landslides. The ground beneath you shakes. You all had just barely managed to get back to your feet from the last bit of caving in roof when you all are violently thrown to the ground again. A number of animals, you can look down and see that they take to the skies, the various flying grazers that inhabit Paradise Valley, the winged morays even. In the same way that, think kind of like a movie when there's a loud explosion and the birds take to the sky. And Paradise Valley shakes. After a minute or so, the top After a minute or so, the ground settles. The tops of the mountains have lost whatever they were going to lose. The rock has fallen in. The mountains visibly shorter than they were as the rock has collapsed into the labyrinth, filling in as a tomb the remains, the squished remains of the cipher and of Truffaut 17. The long struggle against the Watchers is over. The animals of Paradise Valley are finally free.
I look at my fellows. I put a hand on Herb's shoulder. I put a hand on Hugh's shoulder. And I say, "Freaking did it!"
We really did. Bring it in, team. Big group hug with everybody for those that want to participate.
I'm in the hug. I'm in the...
Yeah, hell yeah. Sprout's obviously in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm, mhm.
I can't believe we saved the valley.
Even looking out from where you are, high in the mountains of the Eastern Range, you can see immediately a number of visual bits of proof that the cipher is gone. The ice storm that has been plaguing the reptiles dissipates almost immediately. The cold winds cease, and the sunlight begins to bear down on the terrarium once more. The wildfires that are ravaging the bear habitat visually diminish. They don't extinguish. The forests still burn. But it's clear that there was some other element fueling that fire instead of just the trees. And with the destruction of the cipher, that is lost.
I'm gonna break from the hug and throw up a little bit.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
that's a
Death was
great
like
idea.
right there. So, I'm gonna...
I hand you some booze to wash it down.
Wipe my
And
mouth, take a...
someone roll 10 base dice for me.
Hashtag never punished, Tony. Bring us
Yeah.
home.
Oh yeah.
Back to me. Come on, let's see it. Oh, wait. Hey, fuck it, dude. You know what? We won. I don't...
Where would you like to head following the destruction of the cipher? You know that the forces with the death of the cipher, the Watchers seem to have gone inert. You know that the survivors of the task force are almost certainly still in the Western Forbidden Zone. It's been probably 10, 15 minutes since that happened because you guys had quite the run to make it out of the tunnels.
We should go. I think we should go to HQ and then to the ape tribe to get across to the Western Forbidden Zone, right?
That sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine they'll be doing whatever they're doing all the way out there, but I'm sure that there's still someone at HQ.
Yeah.
You all make the trek out of the Eastern Forbidden Zone. No longer
I'd like to
quite
use a
so
checkpoint,
forbidden.
please.
Let's go to a checkpoint.
Yeah, the watchers at the checkpoint, as inert as as every watcher you have bumped into until this point. As you make it back to the headquarters of the resistance, there are already by then a number of individuals who have begun to gather around the table. There are certainly plenty of cuts and burns and injuries apparent on all who fought. The first face to greet you is Wildpaw, the tall niece of Truefought 17. She is waiting for you when you arrive, and seeing you approaching, she comes running towards you. You did it! You must have done it! Tell me what happened. Wait, where is my uncle?
I'm sorry. I'm assuming by now I got my ability to talk.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
hope.
Yeah, it's taken you several. It's taken you at least an hour, probably closer to 2 or 3 hours to walk from the Forbidden Zone around the cliff face to the cave that you found.
Your uncle passed in the midst of combat.
He died a hero.
I know I wouldn't be here. It wasn't for his heroics.
That does sound like him. Please, come. You must tell us what happened.
Oh, you're not gonna believe this. Okay, so first, we fight these watchers on the outside, and they're all like, "Bum, bum, 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 bum." And there was this grenade. We kind of give her the whole thing. Obviously, some creative editing around the death of her father.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna skip out the whole part about her uncle being a traitor too.
Yeah.
Whole lot of special effects though. We're fucking awesome.
That is wow. That is incredible.
Yeah.
The battle at the Western Forbidden Zone, it did not go well to begin. We did lose many. But we did it seems, hold them long enough to allow you to do what needed to be done. All the animals here, we all owe you a debt of gratitude for going in there, for facing that danger. It will take some time for everyone to heal. There is much to decide for our future.
Future. Well, we're gonna have to decide that later. Because once we get everyone back together, we gotta have the biggest party the valley's ever seen.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Talking the river's gonna run wild with glow.
I can't endorse the glue. It's we've been we just been pushing glue a lot. I'm just afraid of what that might do to the community.
It's a family that glues together sticks. Okay.
I just don't like the process of the family, all of the family doing glue.
Well, yeah, don't knock it till you try, okay?
I'm
You
trying to
haven't done
get to.
tube yet either, okay? But that's good.
We got to stop introducing more drugs to the people.
During the first few days after the fall of the Watchers, most of that time is spent healing, resting, recovering, pondering what it is that each group sees in the future. There is time to excuse me, time to lay to rest all of the animals that were killed in the battle for the Western Forbidden Zone. Get my list here. Um, a large ceremony is held for all who died, and you are relieved to see that most of the NPCs, not NPCs, most of the people, you don't think of them as NPCs, most of the people, most of the animals that you have come to know closely during your time with the Resistance have survived. There are definitely some exceptions, which is what that 10 dice, in addition to some dice I rolled. Adia has survived, your sister and friend. She has survived. Mostly she passes on that she had stayed at the back of the fighting. Like she said, she was more helping and healing than in direct combat. She turns out was working with Adams quite a bit, who just sort of showed up. At least that's the way he explains
My man.
it.
Oh my god.
Um, But you are laying to rest a number of folks from the dog tribe, including Aldrin 97, whose name probably doesn't actually mean anything because you never got his name right in the first place.
Our
I
best
remember his
friend.
name, Aladdin 97.
Yeah, our best friend.
Amazing.
A number of individuals among the ape tribe, including actually the 2 of the 3 council members, did not survive that battle. Among the rabbits, there were a surprisingly high number of, well, probably unsurprisingly high number of casualties, and you
Wait, there are rabbits left?
Well, you do kind of get the word from a number of people that not all of those casualties were Watcher inflicted. There was no shortage of
Fucking lunatic.
Were they fragging each other?
not each other. There was no shortage of individuals like one hot kills who were all too happy to throw themselves at the Watchers as a living weapon.
No way. Glad we had those guys.
As you come to see, the probably worst survivor of your fate, Fink, surrounded by most of his rats, all of whom certainly have seen signs of battle. All of them are nursing bandages. Some are missing limbs. Fink himself has a brand new eye patch and doesn't go out of his way to talk to you unless any of you guys go out of your way to find him, but just in passing kind of gives you a nod that says, yeah, we're getting out of here when we can.
Oh, dude, I'm so happy you made it.
Leica has survived the battle.
Yes. I mean,
Wow, you see, okay.
nothing.
Leica has survived the battle, as have excuse me, as have both Gamma and Haley.
Hell yeah.
As time passes, the days of recovery turn into a week or so of planning the celebration that that Chip has suggested to the party, not to the party, to the animals of Paradise Valley, the party that Chip has suggested. And as that time passes, a number of main sort of factions, not really factions in the sense of like warring factions, but 2 main schools of thought on what to do here. There is a large group of animals that believe they should stay in Paradise Valley. The Watchers are gone. You can live in peace in this land that you have fought for, bled for, died for. The rest believe that perhaps it's best to go out into the world to see what it is that this whole experiment was meant to save. And in each of those camps, there are smaller groups. Some believe that the tribes should all stay together now that you have freed yourselves from the yoke of the Watchers, found your strength together. Others believe that there is better happiness to be had making your own way. Go your separate ways. And so, with a few days left before the massive celebration, with the three of you standing around a table in the lodge, you have all had a chance to heal. You have had a chance to rest up. All your trauma is gone. With a few days to the celebration, you find yourselves in the lodge, or what's left of the building, the ground floor having been painstakingly repaired by a group of not just Dog Tribe members, but members from all the tribes who have come together to, at the offer of Leica, turn what used to be the largest meeting place, or the largest place of trade in the valley, turn it into the headquarters for whatever is to become the new government, the new council, the new resistance headquarters for now. A number of the various tribe leaders are here, representatives of each of the factions. And Wildpaw speaks, her breath visible in the light as the nights have begun to grow colder. It is pushing into the early days of fall. And in a few days' time, it would have been human fall. The autumnal equinox holiday where the mutants commemorate the fall of humankind. And as you are planning that celebration and planning the future of the animals of Paradise Valley, Wildpaw speaks up and everyone falls silent around her. There's tons of animals here, not just members of the resistance, but members of every tribe, even those who had no interest in fighting, but still have a vested interest in the future of Paradise Valley. And Wildpaw speaks and says, "We are gathered here tonight to make a joint decision of our future. Do we stay in Paradise Valley? Do we leave? Do we stay together? Or should each tribe walk their own path? We have with us here the ones who freed us, truly, from the grip of the Watchers." And she gestures over towards the three of you. I think it benefits all of us to hear what they have to say. They have fought harder and longer and spilled more blood than anyone else here in seeking out this freedom of ours. And she turns to look at the three of you.
Well, if I'm going to be honest with you all here, I wish not to dictate what the animal next to me does, because freedom is what we fought for. So why take the freedom away from the people? Let them decide if they wish to stay. If they do not, they are able to leave. The communities here that want to be here will remain here, and those who wish to venture out can choose to do so. Uh, but I can only speak for myself on this matter, as I'm going to turn to my other two companions here.
Yeah, as leader of the resistance, savior of the valley, I kind of agree with what he said. I sit down.
Yeah, I mean, what even the fuck are we doing here? Did we do this to free ourselves from the Watchers just so we could all march in lockstep together in the future? That's nonsense. I'll just turn to Chip and to her. I mean, the fuck? Are these people crazy?
Hey man, fuck, I don't know, man. I'm just a fucking guy. I'm just a cat. Just a cat, actually.
Sometimes I'm a dog, though.
Bark, bitch. Is that offensive? Oh my god! Please tell me that's offensive. I'm so sorry.
No, don't worry. The microphone's not on. It's okay.
Okay.
No,
I
that,
think
that
it-
was pretty offensive.
I'm sorry, dude. Fuck me.
I think it's like,
This
you know,
I'm not media
go ahead.
trained.
it's like, look, if people want to stay, there's a lot of good stuff in the valley, and there's got to be stuff outside. I mean, we know there's stuff outside the valley. We's on a whole planet. That's in space. And I don't know what space is, but there's a lot of stuff out there we ain't seen. It's gonna be dangerous, sure, but we gotta strike out. All we've ever known is this valley. So for those that is brave enough to wanna see what's out there, then yeah, join together, and then go. But let us know what you find.
So you're saying we should all be one tribe? And somebody answers, no, we shouldn't be forced together. Rats, cats, never gonna happen. There is
Literally, why
a
though? Like we just made
cacophony
it
of-
happen.
There is a cacophony of shouting as various people all try to speak over each other and interject.
Hewlett's going
I'll
to try and
support
flip
you.
a table over. And my guess is with his strength, not be great at it. So sort of look at Chip and Herb and be like, little pleading with the eyes, like, come on.
I'll do it. Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
I use my tail to help.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, for fuck's sake, stop thinking like the Watchers are still in charge. The old boundaries, the old barriers between people, they were erected by the Watchers. And now that they are gone, now that the Watchers are gone, those barriers are gone with them. What we are collectively saying is that we don't have to make a decision about everyone staying or everyone going. Where you choose to live your life is your choice and yours alone. What we are saying is that we do have to respect one another. It's the Watchers that pit us against each other. And if you continue that way of thinking, you're still under their thumb. You say cats and rats are never going to happen? How fucking dumb are you? A cat and a rat that went down into that hole and freed us all.
I'm proud to say that this cat here is my best friend.
Yeah, he's my best friend too.
Very convincing.
And
There
yeah,
is.
there's differences, you know, but we all kind of one tribe. We're all mutants.
There are some murmurs, both in assent and agreement with what you're saying, and others who put forward things like, "Yeah, the Watchers didn't. The Watchers didn't make them kill my family. They did that on their own." And that is met with even more shouting and agreement. And I mean, you can even tell that even with the death of the Watchers, the old tribalisms obviously still remain a little bit. However, there it is. That's what I was looking for. All of that bickering and shouting is cut short as
Fink has a fatal heart attack and clutches his heart and reaches to the sky. Sorry, wishful thinking.
well, the sky is involved,
Oh, boy.
but not in that way. Even over all the shouting, you can hear from outside an exceptionally loud, very high-pitched whine. It almost sounds like a Watcher, like one of the drones. The sound, it's not quite right, but it's close. And from outside, a mutant animal comes running in. Says, there's something going on. There's something here outside.
I'll rush outside.
Yeah, we're outside with it.
4 large vehicles, hover in the night sky. They have. You all have seen cars. You haven't seen one operational, you haven't seen one work, but you know roughly what a car is. You did see the Snowcat work. You guys got that operational. This is larger than even the Snowcat. Each one of these vessels is about 4 times that size. And they hover in the air. No wings, no large rotors like you've seen on the drones. Held aloft by some unseen force. They hang in the air for a moment before, with a snap, a loud crackling sound, a number of floodlights on each one burst into luminescence, kind of blinding, to be honest, a little bit in the night sky. The animals in the in the grounds of the lodge spread out, not I mean, some definitely begin to run. Most are just backing up to give these things space as they slowly lower themselves to the ground. Stamped on the side of each vehicle is a large eagle, a large bird. Do I actually have an image? I don't. I thought they would give me one. They did not. Looking something. I will put it in Discord. Looking a little something like this. The body of the eagle, a large E. Each of the vehicles has a different numeral beneath the bird's body. You all have never seen anything like this between a vehicle that flies. What? It doesn't seem to have quite the same shape as a car. It's far more square. It's way bigger. And as they settle in, those lights are still spilling out over the assembled animals. The look on their faces, an obvious mix of curiosity and a desire to flee. The sides of each vehicle opens, and spilling out of each of these vessels, a score of individuals, a score of beings. Each one wearing body armor with a helmet, with a screen, not unlike at first it seems not unlike the faces of an observer. But you realize after a moment that that's not a view screen. That is, in fact, clear glass. And those faces, those human faces behind the glass of those helmets, standing in front of you, collectively arrayed around you, are over 80 human beings. Some have limbs that have been replaced, much like you have seen on Haley. Large metal, strong limbs that have replaced their natural flesh. Very little of which you can see, as all of it is covered by armor or glass helmets. The realization that this is humanity hits the crowd, and many of them simply fall to their knees, completely unsettled. Some part in the back of their mind telling them that humanity, these things that they have revered so long, demands their submission. And finally, one individual, his face behind the glass somewhat older looking than the others, and there is hair on his upper lip and down his chin and over his cheeks. He carries a strange looking weapon in in one hand, and he has it resting against his chest. And in a voice that you all have you all have heard or experienced the voice of Beatrice Kilgore and know that it lacks the animalistic qualities of your own voices. This is strangely smooth and authoritative, as he says. Test area B35, codename Paradise Valley, will be vacated on the orders of the Directorate of Elysium 1. All animals are to be quarantined pending examination. Line up and prepare for transport. Now! You can see the confusion, the unrest starting to spread itself among the animals arrayed around, many of whom look to you.
Dude, fuck that, dude. I just spent all this time going against the fucking Watchers. I don't give a fuck. Come kill me.
Um,
I'll step forward, extending my hand. Hi. I'm Hewlett Packard. Welcome to Paradise Valley. If you put your weapons down, we'll show you around. But we don't belong to you. So we don't have to listen to you. We'd like this to be friendly. Now, come on. Let me show you what we've done with the place. And I'll extend a hand.
The human looks down at you for a moment. You can see something. And actually, make a sense emotion check.
Yeah, hell yeah.
There is something creeping across his face.
This is going to go great. I can feel it. Oh, shit.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh
hell
my
yeah.
god.
Oh, one more time.
Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
He looks down at your hand, and he looks at your face. And the emotion, the thought that you can practically hear in his mind as he looks down at you with disgust, like you are something dirty, filthy. And you say, "You don't own us." And you can see his hand tighten on his weapon as he says, "The hell we don't." Everybody roll initiative.
Let's go.
You can go into story mode. You will see the lodge. This is going to be a very brief encounter. I'm assuming you all were in the lobby. Oh, I don't need another
That is
Bartok.
10 for Hewlett.
That is a 9 for Cassius.
9 chip. Agility is 5, which I believe is higher than.
Yes.
Yeah. I was a strength guy.
And you said an 8 for Hewlett.
10 for Hewlett.
10 for Hewlett.
10 and 2 9s? Yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad for a mutant.
Yep, dude. It's now the X-Men.
Click to place token. Please place token game. I got a show. It's going to be very brief. Oh, I should actually roll initiative for them.
Oh, you can right there. Oh my god.
Oh God, the one dude. All right. All right. Wait, no, I gotta make sure I got the right guy. Yep. Initiative. Initiative. He's a slowpoke. 10.
Oh.
Zoom out. Put these in order. Hugh, will you roll off for him? No, never mind. You have a 4 agility, you have a 5 wits.
Hmm.
Okay. Although there are tons of both humans and animals, there is a fight raging all around you. As this individual in front of you, Hugh, brings his weapon to bear against you. He is not actually shooting you with it. There is a sudden snap of electricity as he tries to hit you with a strange-looking butt on the rifle.
Hitting with his butt.
Hit you with the bud.
This is a melee attack. You can choose to defend if you would like.
I will choose to defend this as I also have good footwork, which gives me a +2 modification.
Hey.
Nice. Yeah, he will push that roll. He does not. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
fuck that guy.
Fuck it. I know he can't. He cannot tenacious. Do not ignore that one. That is still 2 hits. This guy does fuck himself up though.
Okay. So this is actually Hugh's first time defending. What am I doing?
You will make a fight roll.
Okay.
And I believe I think you said you have fancy footwork, which gives you +2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are
This
skill
does take your
dice.
action unless you have
I do not.
the talent
So
that
I
makes
will
it.
take my action.
Okay. So you roll a fight roll. You get +2. He is using a weapon, and you are not, however, which does something.
Push that.
You cannot push a
Big
defender.
Oh,
push.
great. Then I won't push that.
Oh yeah, I forgot I
It
can't
does
do that
it.
either.
Okay.
You have armor, if that makes a difference.
Sorry, I'm trying to scroll, and Alchemy is like, no, you're not allowed to
Okay,
scroll.
awesome.
So I can't see what. Okay, there we go. Okay, so he hits with 2. That is. Where I'm looking in the wrong PDF. That's why. And you don't give me the stats. Fucking. This is the equivalent of a stun baton. So base damage 1. So he hits you for weapon damage 1. Oh, stun batons actually work differently when it's not a watcher weapon. Interesting. So you will get. Okay. You take 2 points of physical damage. You get your armor against that.
Okay.
I have not actually seen this version of stun baton. This is wild.
I want to hear that.
2 points of regular damage as well as 4 points of fatigue.
That fatigue breaks me.
It is not damage, so you do not
Yeah.
suffer a critical injury. You are conscious. You are just exhausted.
Yep.
It's that guy, the one near Chip. is attempting to do the same.
And I will defend.
Okay. This dude. Here. Fight. Go. Yeah, well, we're not pushing that. Go ahead and make your defend roll.
Okay. I get it's 4 more. I actually been a while since I defended. +2. Oh, okay, I get +2 to it, and then it also is just a maneuver. Okay, not. Oh, and I have defensive, so it is +4. Okay, that's why I was thinking.
Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that.
Okay. He is going to. Well, you go ahead and spend your successes first because you can counter out his, or you can counter strike. I don't know how you want to spend your successes.
I will negate his successes there.
Okay, so that drops him down to 1 success, which
Yeah.
is just enough to do weapon damage.
Can
which is-
I use my animal power
You sure can.
after this to then negate the 1?
You can. Absolutely.
Okay. Would I have 10 animal points or just 8? Because mechanically during the session I haven't spent any.
Whatever you had to start the session, yeah.
To start, okay, I just want to be clear about that. Okay, cool. I will spend 1 to then negate the 1 leftover success.
Okay. He thinks he's got you, but it turns out some of that was just fur, and there is no effect. You're fine.
I kind of wanted to go crazy mode.
Hewlett, you are broken, but you are conscious. You do have a maneuver.
Yeah, I'll get small and take cover, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chip, you have used your maneuver to defend. You have an action.
Yeah. Okay. I pull out my spear and jam it right into this guy's stomach.
Okay.
Wait, is that a maneuver to grab an item? That's a maneuver to get an item. Yeah. I assume we don't
Unless
have
you
like
have
our
quick draw.
weapons.
There is a talent to draw a weapon.
I do.
Yeah, there's a talent to draw a weapon without using a maneuver. So
It's been a while since we talk about that too.
Yeah, fast draw. You can draw your weapon so fast it doesn't cost you maneuver. Yeah.
there you go.
I'll pull out the spear and just right into the guts.
Get him.
Is the spear set up right? Let's find out.
Looks like it.
Looks like it. That's well, 1 success. We'll take the 1 success.
Yeah.
That is base damage. Base damage on a spear, I think, is 2, right?
I believe it's 2. Hovering on it. Weapon
Spear,
damage
base damage
2.
It's actually only 1 gear die, so you can ignore that
Explosion 1, yeah.
explosion, which
Yeah.
you're not pushing, so it doesn't matter. He does have armor.
Failed this. Fuck this up, bro. Oh, he didn't fuck this up.
Did not fuck it up. Does take some damage still, though, because the base damage is 2. So he takes a
Yeah.
point of damage.
Yeah.
Looks down at the crude spear sticking out of his gut, and you can see a look of surprise straight through the glass of his visor.
More where that came from. Get on your fucking bird.
Herb.
Oh, dude. We'll lean back and rock one of their. I'm not gonna do the one that just whoever broke Hugh. I'm going to rock his fucking world.
Okay. This guy down here. Spend a maneuver to close with him, and then fuck him up.
Fuck him up.
Get him.
Come on, give it to me.
That's 1.
Fuck it.
That's 2.
Worth.
You want to
Oh,
tenacious?
you're not going to get me for more, buddy. I know what you're trying to do here.
I mean, all right. If you want to wuss out, that's your call.
I'm not so easily swayed. I know what you're up to.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, what's out of that fucking pussy?
Ooh.
There's all
Take
fucking damage to your head top.
3 damage. Still awake. Still alive. But you can see that this dude like drops his weapon, which is secured around his neck with a strap, and is like both arms holding his guts in right now. He is on the verge of death. Last Elysium soldier will go. You have stepped away, so he is just gonna shoot you.
Do me.
Shoot. Gear bonus of 2.
Oof.
Oh, you gotta put me
I
down.
need you to okay. Base damage is 3. So that is 6 points of damage, and you are knocked prone. You do get to soak. You do get armor. All of a sudden, I'm playing White Wolf again.
Yeah.
You do get
Oh
your
my
armor to try
goodness.
to prevent some of this damage, but it is 6 points of damage so far.
Oh my god. Would my armor have been repaired by now?
I'll assume you've had a couple weeks.
All right. Whew.
5 points of damage. You are down. Go ahead and roll me that critical injury.
Hell yeah. Oh, let's see this. It's 2 base die, right?
2 base die. Please don't die. Okay, 14. You're okay. I was gonna feel awful if
You kill me right now.
the last scene of the
Heart
campaign,
gone.
sprained ankle. You're gonna live. Oh, you took 9 lives anyway. You'd have been fine.
Yeah, I was making sure. This character, I was like, I'm gonna make it as hard as possible to get myself killed.
Okay. Epilogue: The Ground Council. All around you, the mutant animals of Paradise Valley follow your lead and set upon these soldiers. It is not pretty for either side. There are a number of soldiers who are killed, as well as a number of animals who collapse under gunfire or stun batons. The humans begin the one that you clawed in the guts, Herb, shouts, fall back, and the humans, those who can still walk, make for their vehicles, picking up any of their injured allies that they think they might be able to save. The vehicles, for their part, emit a cloud of smoke. It is...
Can I get to the vehicles before they leave?
You can try. Go ahead
Yeah.
and make me a move roll.
Are these like ramps that open up or doors or something like?
These are
You know
just
what I mean?
doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, the vessels are flat on the ground.
Yeah. I'm going for the center one. You said there are 3, right?
4. There are 4 of them.
There are 4 of them. Ooh. Yeah, I go for the one of the 2 center ones.
Okay.
A move roll?
Yeah, make me a move roll, because they are Hold on. First, the vehicles emit a cloud of stinging smoke that is attempting to force the animals back. Go ahead and roll 6 base dice. Oh wait, no, I roll 6 base dice. Never mind. That will be 1 point of fatigue to everyone.
Okay.
But that's
Ah.
it. It does linger. And they
Fatigue
do
is-
this basically as the fighting breaks out. And the soldiers in their suits of armor with their helmets that are sealed are immune to this effect.
Okay. Does my lampshade protect me?
It does not.
Okay. Fatigue does what stat?
Agility.
Actually, you son.
Right as you're
Okay.
making this move roll, you take a point of
I
agility.
take a point of agility damage. Great. Okay. And then a move roll.
That had really good roll.
Okay, I'm pushing.
The door. Oh, pushing. That's
Ooh.
another point of agility.
I'm tenacious.
Yeah. You get in. There is a mass of these soldiers.
Hell yeah. I get to the door, right? They're like about to, move or whatever. I see there's just like way too many soldiers in here. I turn around quick. I make eye contact with you, Hugh, and I say, "For the future!" I push the button on my goddamn suicide bomb vest.
Okay. Okay. You all watch through stinging eyes as well, unable to move. The other two of you, broken as you are by either damage or agility, you watch Chip run to one of these vessels, make it just inside. Chip, the doors are closing when you do this because they were trying to escape. You all watch as this vessel makes it about a foot off the ground before Chip turns, looks at you for the future, and presses the button. And the explosion rips through this vessel. This is an explosive in a very confined space. Everyone inside is just obliterated. The other 3 vessels take off into the night. One very clearly damaged and probably not going to make it as far as the others, as it trails a thick plume of oily black smoke from where the bomb vest even through the other vehicle has done some damage to its wherever its engines may be. The mutant animals arrayed around the crowd move to help those who are injured to finish off the rest of the soldiers who did not make it back to their vessels. It is a very hushed crowd that watches those vehicles leave. You all, damaged and injured as you are brought into the lodge, and the healers set about doing what they can to staunch the bleeding, to repair your injuries. The gas that stings your eyes and your throats, making it hard to breathe, lingers in the air and lingers on all of you. And you fully lose consciousness over the evening. A warm sun greets you the next morning. both of you have rested. You are fully healed. As Sprout is there, her head leaning on a table, she is snoring softly. Wildpaw is sat up in the corner, just making notes in a small journal, and sees you two awake. Says nothing at first and just looks at you, just waiting for you to fully awaken and rouse yourselves.
Trying to raise myself up. My injury only really being at my ankle.
The critical injury being your ankle, the several bullet wounds in your torso.
Yeah.
I'm kicking ass though, bro. They really only got me in my Achilles. I'm profusely bleeding everywhere else. The adrenaline.
I'm gonna try to get up though.
What's morale like?
She sighs, closes her journal. Surprisingly strong. After last night's events, it is unanimous that we will not stay here. Those soldiers, they will be back. Probably with greater numbers and stronger weapons. They said they owned us, and, well, the only way we can be truly free is to leave. Some have already left during the night, taking what belongings they could carry. The outer fence, those towers, it's all off. No more searchlights, no more electricity. Some have begun to tear holes in the fence or pull the gates open. Some have waited here to see how you make it through the night. She gestures over towards Sprout and others outside. Your sister is out there, Cassius. Excuse me, Chip. Whatever they sought to do to us, they have only strengthened our resolve for freedom. When you are ready, I would like to walk with you, if I may.
Try to get up and walk.
You all can rouse yourselves out of bed. Sprout, as you do, Sprout awakens and fusses over you for a little bit to, just make sure your bandages are in place and that they're not tearing any stitching, but otherwise gives you a smile and We'd like to show you something if you follow us.
Yeah, I know. Follow.
They lead you out into the courtyard of the lodge, where in the center of the square, standing about 10 feet tall, made out of bits of metal and plastic and glass. And you recognize that these are bits of the hovercraft that was destroyed. A 10-foot tall statue of Chip. Clutching in his hands the emblem of Elysium, cut down the center, ripped into two pieces, one in each hand. They worked all night.
It looks really good. Certainly.
It's very good. Does
I guess it was only right to do it for the leader of the resistance.
amen to that.
Oh fuck. I'm feeling emotional over a dude, bro. Fuck.
Nothing wrong with that, Herb. After all, he was your best friend.
Fuck, you're right.
I'll give him a hug.
We'll cry.
There, let it out, buddy. Hey, so is this The Last of Us? Is everybody taken off already?
There are a handful of other mutants out in the lodge, but Wildpaw joins you, a large rucksack slung over one shoulder. Just about most everyone left between the night and this morning. There's a few gathering up the last of their things, but they'll be out within the hour.
Oh. Look, I can't ask anybody to go with me. But I've been thinking about it. And events of last night really sealed it for me. Um, this clearly isn't over. While we were down there taking care of Kronos, we learned of the existence of two others called GenLab Beta, GenLab Gamma. And while Kronos said they hadn't heard from them, they didn't say that they were destroyed either. And I've got to know for sure. Because if there are other places out there that are doing what's been done to us, what was done to Drew Fought, they drove Chip to do. Well, I'm going to put an end to it.
Thinks for a moment and nods. I swear on the memory of my uncle, I will do everything in my power to help you. I want to continue his struggle. I think as of today, I am no longer Wildpaw. I'll use my lab name, so I never forget what happened here, and I never forget my uncle. My name is Truffaut 21. Truffaut, like him. And I am with you.
Extend a
My
hand for a hearty
sister-
shake.
Is my sister here?
Yes, she was not going to leave without the two of you.
I'm going to look towards her in this moment. Can I get a sense emotional roll on what she is feeling about what's being presented here?
Go ahead.
Oh boy, I took me 1 point of this. We can push it. Fuck it. Fuck
Mhm.
it. We're Tenacious. We break ourselves.
It's
Heck
that
yeah.
1 point
Hey.
paying off.
There we go.
You can see on Adia's face that she is, first and foremost, relieved that the two of you have woken up. Like that is blatantly clear with no success needed. As Hugh and Wild and Truffaut 21 speak about finding the other Gen Labs and going out into the area outside Paradise Valley, you can see that she is looking more and more determined as that conversation goes on. Like, it's clear as that is discussed, especially freedom for the other animals, that is, she is a hair's breadth from volunteering to join.
I think I don't think I can do it. I want to start a family. And I can't keep fighting.
Hey. Herb,
No one says you have to. Keep fighting. I mean,
I'm sorry.
there's nothing to be sorry about, buddy. Look at what we did together. And most of these people aren't going to be coming with us. They're going to need somebody to help keep them safe.
Yeah,
You've
can
got
do
nothing
that.
to apologize for.
Well, yeah, I know y'all can always come and ask me for help at any time.
I never had any doubt.
I think I'm gonna start collecting my things and getting ready to go.
Well, listen up, everybody. Truffaut and I are going to head out. And see if there's anybody else out there like us that needs to be liberated. Herb here gonna help lead a group out of here to safety. Hopefully to find a place where we can settle down, find some comfort that just doesn't seem possible here anymore. There's no judgment. Whichever group you feel like you want to go with, or if you want to venture out on your own. That's what this was all about. Adi, I'm sorry that we aren't going to get the chance for peaceful exploration. But if you're up for some of the more powering variety, I'd love to have you with us.
I think there's plenty of time for peaceful exploration between here and wherever it is we're going. Whatever that target is. Wherever that target is.
I like the way you think. Give everybody some time to sort of figure out where they're going.
I'm gonna be giving my sister my machete and my hockey pads.
Takes them with a very incredulous look. You sure you don't want him till we find somewhere for you to settle down?
Uh, I kick a lot of ass. God, I don't think I'm gonna need it as much as you. Hey, just be safe for me.
Yeah, of course. I gotta keep him safe, right?
Yeah, everybody's got to keep me safe. I don't do so great at it on my own.
I mean, he's kind of right. I'll be all right. A good amount of people around me. I'm gonna give her a hug, and I'm going to hold it for a while. I'm gonna eventually break it. And see ya.
He is clearly too choked up to say anything, but just holds you tight and then gives you a nod. Picks up her things. Waits for everyone to be ready to go.
Be safe, Herb. I look forward to seeing you again.
You too.
I will start walking out of Paradise Valley. I'll extend my hand to hold hands with Adi as we walk out of here.
She takes your hand. Wildpaw falls in next to you, Herb, for a time as you walk through the large gate of Paradise Valley onto the road and down into the rest of the world. Some tribes, especially the rabbits, keep together, finding strength in numbers, finding protection amongst their own kind. Most, however, scatter into smaller bands. Some a mix of various animals having come a long way to now walk together. There have been plenty of hardships, not just in Paradise Valley, but in the escape. But whatever happens, wherever you find yourselves in the zone, wherever you make your home or make your adventure, you do so knowing that you are finally free. Thank you guys. This has been a blast to run.
Let's go.
Hell yeah, it's been a